Well, this is it. This is the new She 2.0 season of the podcast. And we're going to be talking about real stories from real women who have made midlife pivots in this season. And the reason that I'm doing that is selfish. I'm going through the very same thing on my own, and I just want to hear what other women are doing. So, in the past year, we made a critical decision to sell our house in Toronto and move to the Hamilton, Ontario. I rebranded myself, Jack Hammer. It's not going well. No one in my family wants to wear the t-shirt. It was a really big move. I've been in Toronto for 35 years and then Vancouver. I don't know anybody in Hamilton yet, but I am meeting people slowly. I did a great contract over the summer while we were packing and moving and learned a lot. And I'm bringing a lot of that learning to She 2.0 this year. I finally have office space. My podcast for years, whether you know it or not, was done in my basement. And it was an unfinished basement. Ugh, it was creepy. There was like those thousand leg things in there and spiders who would sometimes pop in during a recording, which meant I had to learn to edit more. There was a cold cellar behind me, definitely haunted. Maybe some bodies in there. We don't even know. Uh, I have some pictures somewhere. I'll show you because when I couldn't even move my laptop because if I moved it even an inch, you would see all the HVAC over my head. So I am thrilled to have this beautiful new office in the attic on the third floor of our new home. It's a new life for us. It's a fresh start, and fresh starts are really exciting, but they are also very hard. I have a 14-year-old daughter who's really struggling last couple of years and starting at a new high school and starting high school in a new city, in a new town, in a new neighborhood with nobody she knows was also a really big pivot. So we're all pivoting and it started off like honeymoon phase and we were all excited and then it kind of like wore off and then we were in that what have we done phase. Leaving Toronto was a really big deal. All of our friends, our careers, all my colleagues, everything, we ever did for work or for hobby was there. But it's been great. We're exploring and it's a journey, it's an adventure, and I love learning new things about the area that I'm in. And I think with age, I've learned to have different expectations about this move. It's not going to be, Toronto Junior. It's going to be a whole different environment, a different experience, and it's going to be a different way of life. And that's what we wanted. So it sounds great, but it has been hard. There have been times where I felt pretty down and lonely. But, as I kind of listen to myself and try to figure out why I'm having those feelings, I realize that women are hard on ourselves. We don't allow ourselves to feel these things and we feel like we have to keep a stiff upper lip all the time. And we don't. And I've had opportunity to meet with so many women in our community and experts who talk about the things that women go through, especially as we gear towards midlife. And I'm not just talking about ageism and empty nesting and sandwich generation stuff. I'm talking about letting go of old ideals and perspectives and changing them and starting to listen to ourselves and not the media and listening to what we need, but also raising our hands and asking for help with perimenopause and health changes as we get older. Because the great news is there is a ton of help out there. There are resources that are going to help you with sleep, anxiety, everything that can come with perimenopause and menopause. It's just a matter of finding it, knowing where to find it, and trusting the sources. So, I hope you'll follow She 2.0 this season because I will continue to be bringing you great expert advice from the experts. I just work here. I just curate the content. I bring the expert advice to you. Reach out to me. Tell me what you're looking for because I'm more than happy to do some sleuthing. I love finding the answers. And I hope you enjoy the podcast season. I've invited women who have made a critical pivot in midlife, career wise, to join me and talk about, what led up to that, what gave them the courage to do it, how did it go, and how are they feeling about it now? And they're sharing some real truths about their own journeys. If you have a story like this, please contact me. I'd love to share your story too. Know anybody who's made a massive difference in their life, midlife? I want to talk to them and I want to hear from them and I want to share their great stories. These stories, they're really inspirational, but they are full of the authentic truths that happen when we make these pivots. They're not easy. They're really not easy, but they are worth it. So tune into the next season of the She 2.0 podcast. And I hope you continue to follow us. Follow us on our YouTube channel, Instagram. You can join our Facebook community and just have a listen to the podcast and give me any feedback you have because your feedback is the tool that I need to make She 2.0 the lighthouse for all of the information, resources, and tips that you need to really thrive in the prime of your life.